What is going on? I'm Zedmod. As you could probably tell by that logo, this is not Boom Beach, but it is Boom Beach. This is Boom Beach Frontlines Alpha version 3. We are going to quickly play through the tutorial. I have played this game a whole bunch since my last video, and they have released all sorts of changes and balances, and we're going to go through all that stuff, play some gameplay, shoot some things in the face. Now, if you're like, oh crap, I don't want to watch the tutorial, by all means, do skip ahead. I am going to add chapters to this video, so you don't have to watch things you don't want to watch. That's kind of the goal here, is just to get you the bite-sized informations on what is going on here. So do skip ahead. And for those of you who decided, nope, I'm going to watch the tutorial, I'm going to show you some things that are not covered in the tutorial and show you some extra little tidbits and tricks. So do stick around and do consider subscribing as well for more Boom Beach Frontlines and Boom Beach regular Boom Beach goodness. Now, I've heard some complaints, people saying, oh no, people are leaving Supercell to go work on Boom Beach Frontlines, we're losing developers, Boom Beach is going to die as a result. Just a tip. This is a different gaming company. Space Ape Games is somewhere in the UK, and Boom Beach Supercell is in Helsinki, Finland. So there's not going to be any loss of quality by this happening. I think this is all positive stuff. Space Ape Games is bringing all sorts of new excitement, new blood, new goodness, new creativity to Boom Beach, and I'm really hopeful that some of this comes backwards. Now, this tutorial is very well done. By the way, these crates having the pineapple on the side, nice little detail. We get a new card, we get the heavy, we get to upgrade our assault. We also get a new card that is the machine gun. Now, in Boom Beach, when you upgrade your headquarters, you automatically get all the troops. In Boom Beach Frontlines, you don't. So we get the ability to find the cards, but we don't automatically get the cards. Little bit different, makes it so that you need to play a little bit to unlock those crates. Also, you get crates from the submarine, which comes as part of your daily reward. It comes over where those seagulls are flocking, by the message in the bottle, by the starfish. By the way, nice little small nod towards Boom Beach. Now you'll notice that we've got the heavy on the left-hand side of the screen here, frying up a burger. In the middle right, we've got the assault drinking a Mai Tai. As we get more troops, they start to find their way onto our beaches. So we're going to enter our name. My name is going to be Zmot, Z-M-O-T. Now, there is no creator code option in Boom Beach Frontlines, so you don't have to worry about that. The bottom left corner of my screen right now says creator code Zmot. That is only for Supercell games. Next part of the tutorial, we get to choose which troop we're going to use. I'm going to use the assault right now because they're a little bit faster, and I want to get this done quickly as we can. Now, if you double tap on a spot, you can tell people on your team to go take cover behind that thing right there. We can tell them, hey, look over here at this lake. It gives a little exclamation point. We can also tell them, go to A, go to B, and small detail that's not covered by the tutorial that I think probably should be, because you can tell medics to heal you, you can tell heavies to cover your medic. Now, we're going to build a machine gun with those blue currency. I don't know what that currency's called, but it looks like blue GBE, essentially. Now, one thing that I didn't talk about in the tutorial is take cover. You get 75% damage reduction on your opponent's damage. So taking cover, you'll see that in games people don't take cover, and it just absolutely baffles me, because you can take down basically anyone using any troop that is hidden under cover. You can take down flamethrowers and machine guns and all sorts of goodness, and we're using Brawl Stars style controls, which is something that everyone brings up, and that makes it easy to do spins, which is everyone's favorite pastime for some reason, it seems. And that is the only way you can communicate in Brawl Stars initially. I guess you can now that there's some emotes, but nonetheless, boot camp crate. Getting crates is your #1 objective, besides winning, I suppose. Armored car. It's almost like they planned us to get that armored car. Pretty sure that all of the cards that we get in the first tutorial are scripted and planned. The rest of them are random to some extent. Now, in the previous version, the armory didn't upgrade, I don't think, but in the new version, it does. We also start with the tent, much like in Boom Beach, for our headquarters. Let's keep going, burning through these tutorials, trying to get them done as fast as we can. Now, a reminder, this is an alpha game. You're not going to find it on the Play Store. You're not going to find it on the App Store. Now, if you double tap where the car is, you can say, grab a vehicle, and obviously you can only grab this vehicle from back there. Once you take the headquarters, there are more vehicle slots that come up, and we are going to drive around, and you can actually drive over them with your vehicle as well, which is also one of my favorite pastimes, doing damage by simply running into people. And I don't think you can take cover in a vehicle against a sandbox or whatever the heck you want to call these things, but there's actually a term for it. I just don't know what the heck it is because I am not conversant in warfare details, clearly. This person's machine gun, we're going to go back here and shoot it. It says built by Zedmod simply because we are in the middle of the tutorial. Now, ramming into buildings I don't think does damage. We're going to park right in the middle. We're going to do some donuts in our armored car, and I can honestly say I have never said that before. Doing donuts in an armored car, one of my new favorite activities. I don't tend... Oh, and by the way, when your car explodes, you die as well. Now, one quick thing they've changed in the tutorial is there's no longer a Jeep. It's now called a 4x4. I assume that's some sort of patent type deal. Now, in this game, there are NPC players and there are live players. I don't know if this is just a tutorial, but I've also noticed that, or if it's just during the testing phase, but we're going to take cover. Like, look at that. That person's just standing, shooting a heavy in the face. Not a good idea. Now, one other thing of note, there are great support troops. Now, I need to move to the other side of this pillbox. Pillbox, maybe that's the word I was looking for. Now, anyways, if you're ever up against someone with a medic, please do me a favor and shoot the medic first. And I've done this tutorial like 6 times, and this is the first time I've ever died during it, so clearly not doing something right, and maybe I went to B instead of A, or my... Anyways, but the other neat thing is you can actually see the opponents approaching, so we can see we've got 2 people coming towards us. I'm going to leave Maeve there, and we can see that on those orange details, which is a little bit unfortunate. I kind of hope there's going to be like a rogue or some sort of troop that can hide and sneak along the sides, because seeing your enemies coming on the radar is a little bit kind of like cheating. I like to skirt along the outside of the map, and you get caught because people can see that, obviously. So now, the more people you have standing inside the circle, the faster it's going to capture. I'm at least 94.6% sure of that, but... So you want to get a couple, like the fact that Bishop is standing just outside that circle. Come on, Bishop, get inside the circle. Let's capture this. And now what we're going to do is we're going to drive over here, and we're going to build that machine gun using our blue currency type stuff. Now, at any point, you can go back to where the landing crafts land and grab more stuff, but I die so much that I don't tend to do that. So now that we've finished level 3, I got to say, I am excited. This game is fairly well polished. There are a couple minor things. Look at that, airstrike. And anytime you get a new card, it kind of shakes and looks kind of exciting and glittery. So we're going to go back in here. I do like the fact they've got these filters built in. You can just filter to the card that you want to upgrade. They've done a lot of the small things well. Now, Space Ape Games is not a new company. They've got a whole bunch of games out there, so it's no surprise that things are done well. And the fact that this is their 3rd playtest just shows that they're taking this seriously. They're not just releasing a game that has bugs. They've rebalanced it. They've added some things bit by bit. I have no idea when this game's going to come out to the public, but when it does, and if it does, by the way, they might just shelve it. Look at this. We're just going to shoot this heavy square in the face, and he does not have any cover, so he's going to die. We're going to run over here, drop the airstrike. Now, one thing to know about the airstrike, you don't have to be alive for your airstrike to land. That is a fairly common tactic, is just full-on kamikaze, run in, hit the airstrike button, and there are all sorts of ways to get chests. One of them is to do the most damage, one of them is to kill the most people, have the longest win streak. And now we can tell our teammates, go take cover over there, which is super handy. That is, like I said, not covered by the tutorial. I think it should be, because it's super duper useful to be able to know that you can actually tell your teammates something. I am really stoked. Look at that person's just off. Oh, that's why they're going to build a sniper tower. So I'm really excited to play this game on voice chat with some buddies. There is no current way to create a team or to join the same server as your friends that I have seen, but I have done this tutorial about 6 times, trying to record it to the point where I can get this video out to you all, and I've spent far less time doing the actual battles. So nonetheless, I am going to keep shooting things in the face. That left-hand side machine gun not ranging me, and it's fairly obvious that we're playing against NPC players right now because no one is paying any attention to me. So HAL 9000, common NPC name in this game. We are going to try to shoot Gollum in the face. He's taken cover and he comes out of cover because, again, NPCs not super smart. I don't know if there are different levels of NPCs, different intelligence of NPCs, but for the tutorials, you should be able to win fairly easily. And now we're going to come into the middle here and try to neutralize A. And I can tell my entire team that can see me, go to B, but I actually want them to come to A, so we're going to tap on A. Fairly straightforward. There's nothing in this tutorial that is mind-blowing, but it's all given in small bite-sized pieces, and that's all I can ask for in a tutorial. One thing of note is in the Boom Beach tutorial, you cannot die. It is literally impossible to die. And in the Boom Beach Frontlines tutorial, you can die, which I can appreciate. The fact that you can die in a tutorial is kind of nice because you actually have to put a little bit of thought into it. So there goes boot camp. Have we finished the boot camp? We got to be getting pretty darn close. There we go. Boot camp complete. Booyah, kasha. We've got a new boot camp crate to open, and let's just see. Now, I got to say, oh, shaky card. New card, Sniper Tower. Oh, second shaky card. We get the medic. That is fantastic, and we actually get to upgrade the medic as well, and we get to upgrade our headquarters, or our base, I guess is what they call it. I'm not actually sure. So we get to the tier 2, and as you can see here, our headquarters level is 2. One thing to note is if you cannot open your crates until your headquarters upgrades, it's a great idea because that way you're going to get all of your crates at the new headquarters level. I made that mistake a little bit at the beginning. So our daily reward, for example, had we have claimed that before we upgraded our headquarters, bad things would have happened. Or not bad, just not as good. So small little pro tip there. Don't claim any crates if you're very close to a headquarters upgrade. You'll also notice that if we peek around here, the medic is down there fishing at the end of our wharf. So as you get new units, they start to get added to your home screen here, for lack of a better way to call it. Now, one other thing to note is that this game opens incredibly fast. I don't know what it is they've done, but if you close it then open it, it loads basically instantly. So I don't know what sort of magic they put in the tubes or how they upgraded their ones and zeros, but I gotta say I am fairly impressed with it for sure. Now, this daily boat comes every 4 hours. I believe you can store 2 of them there, so you need to come in fairly frequently to get free stuff, which I can't complain about. And then, again, that filter right there for the ability to upgrade stuff, I do like it a lot. New units. Now, I kind of get a little bit annoyed by the fact that it still says new unit, even though we've been in here. So we're going to click on them, just quickly check them out, and there are little slider things here so you can see the details on each. In Boom Beach, you have to actually click on hidden little bits in order to see what the heck it's doing, so I like the fact that they've added those little sliders. Oh, we haven't clicked on the heavy, and now that new units thing is gone. So minor, tiny little annoyance there, but now new operation. We are doing Tiki Passage. There are all sorts of different maps, and the maps change every little while. I'm not sure the actual timeline, but we're going to get a new map in 3 hours, 44 minutes. And now if we click on that, we can actually see somewhere here, brain loss. We can see which chests we're going to get in which order, which clearly I seem to have missed, but we're going to get into a real live battle. Now, right now, it is a small playtest. I think there's only 3,000 people playing in North America and then 3,000 people playing in Europe. So not a ton of people on here, but I'm going to come in as a medic. Now, we can see we've got 2 players playing as Assault, 1 person playing as a Heavy. So I'm going to come in as a medic. And now I have a choice of getting a 4x4. It used to be called a Jeep. I assume that was some sort of legal thing where they said that wouldn't be very smart to use the word Jeep without paying for it. And then we're going to come in here and I'm going to heal this person. And we can see he's got an airstrike. And I'm just going to stay up close to them, and they get a little bit of extra health. I'm going to come now, medics. I'm going to heal this medic. We've got like 3 medics here. Clearly, soap gonna boost this person. And now you actually get stars for building stuff, so don't just hold on to all of your goodness. Build things because it's gonna pay back in the long run. And now I'm gonna say, double click on myself, it says cover me. I can also give them hearts by tapping on them, give thumbs up. So do click on everything that you can see, because it is only going to make things more clear for you. Now, this ninja person using the color codes, coming in with, they've got a med kit they can drop at some point. They haven't done it yet, obviously. It'll give this like blue area that's going to heal all sorts of things. Now, I am going to come over here. I don't think I have the cannon card, so I can't build it. That's one of the frustrating things about playing in these battles, is when you don't have the card, you can't build it, which makes sense, but for those of us used to Boom Beach, where you just get everything at a low level, can be a little bit frustrating for sure. Now that I've gotten up to 600, I can't go back and build that because someone beat me to it. Oh, my favorite troop in Boom Beach, the Zuka, has arrived. We're going to come in here, heal Ninja. Now, there is a reward for being the person who heals the most, but there's also a reward for winning. There's also a reward for people who have the longest win streak. All sorts of stuff that is good. And the fact that our heavy is not taking cover, I'm going to tell them to take cover, because not taking cover is not super duper smart. And Ninja goes ahead and follows my suggestions. So yay us. Now, I have no idea which of these players are actually players and which of these players are NPCs. I'm kind of hopeful that that's going to be fleshed out once this goes live and there's a bigger player base. But for right now, I can see why that is the case. So all that other person there telling them we should be going and getting B. Oh, need to get hidden behind someone. I'm going to tap on myself, which says cover me. And I'm going to come back in here and heal Ninja. Why the rest of our troops aren't taking B, I'm not entirely sure, as most of our forces are all standing here. 3 medics. I'm going to go see if I can heal someone else, because clearly there's enough medics back there. Aditya, I'm good, buddy. I'm going back here trying to heal the rest of our team so we can take down the other side and win this battle. Now, we are currently at 17 minutes, which is not super, super long for one of my videos, but I gotta say, I'm really considering doing some live streams and hoping to get some voice chats with people, because this game has huge potential for fun. It's just Sean needs healing. Now, I kind of wish once you get in tight with people, I find I can end up healing the wrong person, so I kind of wish there was an option to heal, like where you could say heal most health or heal lowest health, or set your priority of your medic. But it just comes down to keeping your finger pointing in the right direction. I'm going to grab a Jeep. Oh, I don't have a 4x4, so I can't do that. Let's grab an armored car, and that's a way for medics to come back. If you're mid-game, for example, you can't change troops, but you can always come back and grab a vehicle. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab an armored car, and now we have a medic doing some damage, which sounds kind of strange, but I'm okay with that. So again, first things first, we're going to shoot that medic if we can, trying to drive and shoot at the same time as we're next to a cannon. Not a great idea. Not a good attack by me. Marvin just shot me in the face. I really like the sniper. I really like the assault. I don't often play as the heavy, but I think it's more about the speed than the capabilities for me. I like to be able to move along quickly, and we're going to get shot by this person, so now I'm going to try and skirt around the outside to the back of the base, but of course they can see those blue arrows pointing to the fact that I am flanking them, so not ideal to do this, but now I'm really hoping that I can come in here and shoot this machine gun in the face. So lots and lots of options of coming around the outside, but Space Ape Games, Spape? Oh, lost. So now we're going to quickly see how crates are unlocked, and you'll see that I was 4th on my team in points. This person up the top gets the highest score, then they get the person who's received the most damage, done the most damage, vehicle damage, and then there are other rewards as well. So spending money on artillery, for example, going to give you the option to get extra stars. You get 1 star for losing. You can get as many as 3 or 4 for losing as well, I believe. Not entirely sure on that number. But as you can see, we've got a rare crate coming up. one of the things that is high, high, high on my list is to get all of these unknowns fleshed out, because on Boom Beach, I know every single detail about the game, like 99.9% of it, and with Boom Beach Frontlines, I'm not there yet. So anytime you hear me say I don't know the answer, I will be going back and getting the answer to that, and I will hopefully never be saying I don't know the answer ever again. So now we're going to tell our team, let's go to B. And we've got Legend Crab 35 and Starscream and Johnny 5. Johnny 5, come on. That is, I love the name Johnny 5. That is a Short Circuit reference for those of you who have never watched Short Circuit. One of the best movies of the late 80s, early 90s. It's not even necessarily the best movie. It's just I've got a little bit of nostalgia involved there. So, and I didn't realize that that was a dude in brownface for until I was like 30 years old. So, yeah, mind blown there. Anyways, a little bit of movie trivia there brought on by the Johnny 5. Starscream is also, is that, I believe that's a Transformer name, but we're going to go up here with Yellow Fellow. Now, I don't actually think, see, look at this, we're not actually taking cover here. We need to be on the inside to take cover. You can't be up against the barbed wire. So that is why that barbed wire is there. We're going to come over here. Now, as far as choosing which buildings to build, I always build on the front side first, and the reason for that is that your troops and buildings do more damage that way, and you're more likely to get a star by doing that. So if you can get this slot right here, by all means do get it. I kind of wish when you tapped on it, it said build, but one more little detail is perhaps that's a new emote that they can add to the game. I mean, the fact that we can say take cover, we can say assist me, we can give thumbs up. I feel like you should be able to say build here or something like that. We're going to now run away from this heavy, hoping that our sniper, nope, sniper not coming in, and we're going to take cover. You'll see that Zuka goes out front, does not take cover, and as a result gets shot in the face. Now, they've got a deployable turret there. Uh-oh, we're going to come over here and cover this right-hand side, and we're going to shoot the medic in the face. That is clearly an NPC. Some of the NPCs are smart, some of them are less than smart. So, anyways, not a ton of... I mean, this game has all sorts of levels and troops and defenses and airstrikes and abilities, but in order to give it its full, true walkthrough, I think I just really, really can't wait to play with friends. I think this is going to be a great game for strategy, great game to play with friends, to play with fun voice chat, and I really, really can't wait to do that. I kind of hope they integrate it with the actual game so you can do voice chat with strangers, but I could totally 1000% see why they wouldn't do that at the same time. So now that our B is fortified, we're going to come over here. Bishop is healing me up, and we're going to try to take out some of these defenses. Now, there are all sorts of maps as well. So right now, we're only looking at one map. The maps rotate fairly consistently, and based on their Discord, by the way, do join the Discord. I'll join it. I'll throw a link down below. This is not my Discord. This is their Discord. So I do highly suggest joining it because they are putting out sneak peeks consistently. They are putting out all sorts of goodness, and their staff communication has been fantastic. It's a small team, but they are online all of the time, so I am really, really impressed with everything Space Ape Games is doing so far, and you can tell that they're excited about this. This is their baby. This is a brand new game. They went out and paid for the Supercell intellectual property for Boom Beach. Now, whether they actually paid for it or not, I don't know, because Supercell does own a certain percent. I think it's 66% of Space Ape Games. So whether or not they paid for it, I kind of doubt it, but you get the idea. They went out and chose Boom Beach and said, we're going to make a crossover game between Space Ape Games and Supercell. So again, like it a lot. All good things here. And I'm really, really hopeful that this goes both directions. We're going to try to shoot that medic first. Always, like I said earlier, shoot the medic first. Shooting a heavy when there's two medics on him does not make sense. Now, there are all sorts of new troops in this game as well. There's like a flame tosser or something like that. And again, I really, really hope that those things come back to Boom Beach, because Space Ape Games has put a ton of thought into this. Now, they haven't named their stuff the same, like there's like a laser tank instead of a lasertron, but you can tell they have taken some inspiration from the booming of the beaches, and we're going to go take cover right here and shoot all of these guys in the face.
Um, Again, you can hopefully that's an NPC because the fact they were shooting a heavy in the face instead of shooting the medics, little bit not smart. We're going to get away from that deployable turret because it can't move, just like in Boom Beach. The turrets are stuck, and now we're going to get all of us inside this circle, hopefully capture it as fast as we possibly can. The more people you have in, Cambio looks like a real person, and I found that NPCs don't spin, whereas real people do spin, so that's a good way to tell. I am third. I managed to do what did I manage to do? Best assault, the highest score of assault, so we get an extra star. Yay me, 4 stars, which conveniently enough is enough to get our rare crate. So we're gonna open up that crate, and again we're gonna quickly check our headquarters. You can see we're nowhere near upgrading it, so getting that crate, not a big deal. Now, as far as coins in this game, it feels like you have a bajillion coins and never have a space to spend them. Also with diamonds, gems, I never ever have had to use gems at this point. Um, I can't use my gems to upgrade my HQ faster than I would otherwise, so I'm not sure. Right now, there is no shop, there is no news. Those things are coming soon, so I kind of assume they're going to integrate gems so we can maybe speed things up. The fact that we can't spend any money right now, and there's no ads in the game, sort of shows that where things are at. And I honestly don't know if Space Ape Games has ads in their other games. I kind of hope they don't. Supercell has been fantastic about that. I would rather spend $1.99 to upgrade something than watch an ad. That's just me, though. Everyone has varying levels of which games they play, which ads they like, things like that. Anyways, I swear in the previous build you can see which crates were coming. Oh, there we go, right there. So right now we are in set 1 of 23, and we're going to move our way down there as we do more battles, and so we can see that that we can get fancier crates or which crate is next. So anyways, that is my Boom Beach Frontlines video of the day. 27 minutes. We've now got a tank parked in our armory. We've got our HQ up to level 2. We've got a medic fishing at the end of our dock, and hopefully we'll have a sniper out there very, very soon. Which cards we can get? The sniper, we can get the 4x4, we can get the cannon, and we can get the heal at our HQ level. So it's frustrating at times, the fact that we don't get all those new cards when we upgrade our HQ, but at the same time it gets you collecting those crates, gets you coming in, collecting from your submarine. And anyways, let me know what you think about this game. If you've seen any bugs or things that bug you or feature requests that you would like to see, also send those along in the YouTube comments. Otherwise, have a fantastic weekend. As always, thanks for coming in. I'm Zedmont. Peace!